on probation. I'm with my gun under full cooperation. I said you take it off, no hesitation. Nigga, you throw your mind out of you, that's how it's going down. Don't play with me, I don't have patience. My head and then I need my medication. Niggas be hating, they don't know what they say, son. Nigga, you play around, I'll let you down. That's how it's going down. I'm being caught on my time.
Y'all don't know about that. That's that old 50. Oh my God. Old 50 was different. I say like the older music from before he, before he got, shot up and then came back and then took over the music industry. I'm talking about when he was signed with Jam Master Jay, he was different. New to the rap game, just figuring it out, but his sound, it's gritty, hungry, that street rap, what can you say about 50 Cent, man? He's a legend. And I also feel like he's a comedy legend at this point. If you ever follow his stuff on IG or his Twitter, oh my God. 50 is crazy, but that shit is hilarious. Welcome to the show. Feels like I have not done this in a while, but I will tell you something that happened is that the setup done right on the first try. I don't know how it happened. I just was like, boom, 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 vibing out, doing me. Listen, things are lit. Things are really good right now. I think people feel like I'm in some weird state or something like that. But it's nothing like that. I think I just finally figured out how to actually kind of protect my peace. And I just stopped feeling like in order for my life to feel successful, I got to be around people all the damn time. I definitely still have my days. I mean, shit, I woke up cranky today because I was anticipating some bad shit happening at work. And then before I left, I was like, yo, just get right. We're going to be okay. Everything ended up being nothing. And it wasn't going to be anything crazy, but it just was something that was annoying because I had already tried to work it out days prior. With no luck. But overall, life is cool, man. So, I did want to say, when I put this on, I mean, it's obviously not because you can see where it goes back. But at first, this kind of reminded me of little top hat setup. And I'm like, ooh, maybe I should go back to old school UK and get me one of them little hats. I feel like I would look kind of stupid though. My fade got to be clean because if it's not clean on the sides, you see how I'm looking? If it look anything worse than this, me and that hat will be looking real stupid. Plus, what do I wear a hat like that with? I'm always in my sweatpants. But I have been feeling like it's time for me to get my fashion up. So I think I need a stylist. I don't even know what's hot no more. Because I just wear joggers. I still wear my J's everywhere. And listen, when it's cold out, I'm always in a hoodie. I have several of the world's finest hoodies. But beyond that, man, my style is generic. I roll like a renegade. Unique clinic aid. Oh my God. My technique's bizarre and ill. I scar and kill. Let me stop. I was watching 8 Mile over the weekend, so in that mode. But anyway, let's get to the show, man. I feel like every day there's still so much craziness happening. But I'm going to talk about the main thing I wanted to talk about first. Because this stuff with Cher is funny to me. I'm not disrespecting Cher. because I don't know her. I'm sure she's a wonderful person. Or maybe she isn't. I don't know. I don't know these people. She's in her 70s, bro. I seen where she's made these comments and like now people are mad because some people are dragging her over what she said. But then other people are like, but oh my God, she wants to do so much to help and she wishes that she was there. Again, we're not praising these people for finally wanting to step out and do the right thing beyond themselves. Also, you're 70 or in your 70s or something. I don't know. It's just now tugging at the heartstrings. And what makes you think that you were going to go to that hood and you were going to stop Derek from doing what he did? If we thought it was that easy, all those people around there would have jumped those niggas. I guarantee you. If they knew it could be that easy without 37 other cop cars pulling up, they would have jumped those niggas. Because no one's really sitting there watching that being like, well, no one's doing that. Everybody out there probably want to step in except those kids. Cher talking about, I feel like if I was there, I could have stopped it. Lady, you're in your 70s. It's just now tugging at the heartstrings. You had a platform since before they was using platforms for people to stand on and sing. You listen. The comment I made earlier is I said she been here since Moses cracked the doors open on the ark to let everybody out. But anyway, Cher, you could have did something, sweetheart. Your tweets don't bother me as a black man. I don't need no apology. I'm just wondering what make you think you're gonna go make it different. What makes you think that you were gonna go out there and have them do it differently? You think you command such a presence in a community like that? Oh shit, Cher's here. Oh my God. Well, I guess we gotta stop harming black people. Like no one's tucking their chain when Cher pull up. I'm sorry. You're not Debo. You're not none of these type of people in these communities. And again, if you really in your heart, and that's the thing, is because I don't know your heart. But if it is in your heart, tell me why it took you so long for your heart to start actually like feeling good enough to where you wanted to start stepping out. You saw Rodney get his ass whooped. You were very close, if not around and in a space where maybe you could have spoke out when you seen several people who look like me, who were out for the good causes and just trying to do better by people. You've seen all these people get killed. Were all of those just like, this is just practice? I gotta get ready. I'm not ready yet. I need a little more training. I gotta just watch the news a little bit more. And I gotta talk to my 3 black friends. Again, let me stop because I don't know Cher life like that. But lady, what make you think that you was finna go out there and put a stop to Derek doing what he knew he was gonna do? He knew that he was gonna do that. Call goes out. He walks up. He see, oh yeah. Anyway. Trial's crazy, bro. Again, I'm not trying to disrespect Cher. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, Cher, she's so great. Maybe she is. Again, I don't know her heart. But I'm telling you that I don't believe that Cher commands enough of a presence to do a fucking thing. And if y'all think otherwise, then ask yourself, why now and why not the past 30 years? I will just say 30. Just 30, as if there hasn't been extra. Why just the last 30 years? No, I've never heard of you pulling up doing, and I'm sure maybe there are things. People listen, because I know how it goes. A lot of white people that watch my show, and even white friends that I have, that when I call out these things and I say, what has this person done? What they do is they go on the internet and they Google one good deed that this person has done. One good thing, and they go, see, there she is, or there he is, helping you little Negroes. That's what it sounds like every time y'all try to send me something. Now, see, there they are again. Look at them saving you, all of you Negroes. That's how y'all sound. Stop sending me that shit. Because when I say, what have they done? What is the presence like? Because if you really fuck with these communities, you will be there all the time. You don't have to be there all the time, but I'm saying, like, you would be on somebody's wall with frequency at their barbecue spot eating. You know what I'm saying? You will be like every now and again going out to speak on behalf of these communities and their city council meetings to help them get things done that they need done. You would be counted on for so many things. And I'm not saying overextend yourself, because not everybody can do it. But again, like, you have the type of platform and you had that type of voice where you could have gotten a lot of these things done. And maybe you have. But again, my thing is, why do you feel like now you was finna show up and you were gonna, like, be a determining factor? Stop it, Cher. Again, y'all feel free to send me stuff if you're gonna prove me wrong. But I also want you to look at these organizations. Don't send me, oh, they donated to this. Look at the organization that they donate to. And then also remind yourself how donations work. And then also remind yourself that when some of these big corporations are connected to this, where do a lot of these donations go? Think about that. Listen, not all of these people are your friends. All right, let me get to something funny real quick. You cannot look me in my face and tell me that Lil Boosie and Flavor Flav aren't cut from literally the same exact cloth. Same pattern and everything. All right? Someone try to tell me they look completely different. There's no way in hell, because every time I see one of them, I think it's the other one. At least when they have the glasses on. And then when Boosie starts talking, his voice is very distinct. He says bitch a lot, which maybe Flav does too. I don't really know. But they look the same. Someone was really trying to tell me they look like completely different people. I'm like, I don't believe that. They look like they're cut from the exact same cloth, same pattern, everything. And Boosie was mad offended. But you know, every time I think of Flavor Flav, I think of there's this roast. Was it the roast of Flav? Maybe it was. They did this on Comedy Central, and I forget who did the joke. But somebody got up there and they said that Flav looked like an oily cadaver. And I'll never forget in that moment, bro, I'm about to start dying. Oh my God. My ribs have never hurt so bad from laughing. That shit was mad funny. Simple jokes they give me. Let me stop before I go crazy. But yes, him and Lil Boosie look exactly the same. I can definitely see why Boosie would take offense to that. But then again, like, it's a slight to Flav too. if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, man. Shout out to Gabby. Shout out to the list. I appreciate y'all being in the chat. Yeah, it's on one of these roasts. I really think it is the roast of Flavor Flav, if that was a thing. Or there was some roast done on somebody where Flav was a guest and then this other person. But they called him an oily cadaver. And it killed me. Oh, my God. Poor Flav. I mean, for somebody who's such an iconic figure, which in reality, if you think about it, it's not that he's only famous, But his claim to fame is that like he chooses not to like maybe he just doesn't prefer a wristwatch. He just wants to wear a normal size clock around his neck. And then, obviously the Public Enemy thing is big too. Don't get me wrong, but like I've never heard somebody be like, yo, put this on because I'm trying to hear these Flav bars real quick. Like that's not and again, I'm not trying to disrespect him. I only laugh because thinking about being in the scenario where I'm driving my car and my passenger's like, yo, it'd be really lit right now if you threw on some of that old Flavor Flav, boy. I'd be like, go ahead and get out. Go ahead and get the fuck out of my car. Matter of fact, no, get back in. I'm finna drive you way far out and you get to walk all the way back because don't ever get in a person's car and disrespect their car by asking for Flavor Flav hits. Not playing those. So yeah, Boosie has a lot of things to be offended about. But shout out to Flav. Flav is actually most well known for being on, what is that, VH1's Flavor of Love? Which Flav really, actually, he is an icon because he birthed like 13 reality shows from his reality show. I Love New York, because didn't he turn her down? God, you gotta feel bad for someone to be like, no, and it's Flavor Flav. Shit, that's tough. All right, man. Prayers up for DMX. I don't know what happened, man. They say he relapsed and then he OD'd. I guess he's still on life support. I haven't really been on the internet too much today because I've been working. But last I heard, he was still, as of this morning when I woke up at like 5:30 o'clock. 5:30 o'clock, yeah, good one. 5:30 a.m. He was still on life support. They keep mentioning that. I mean, depending on who you listen to, they keep mentioning he's in a vegetative state. I don't know how accurate that is, but I also like am not. Anytime I've ever heard that, I've never really been super clear on like what is he like? Is he in a coma, or like when you say vegetable, like it's done for him, like everything is shot, but like he's just breathing? Like what does that really entail? I don't know. It's crazy, but prayers up, man. I've been a DMX fan since I was a kid. I remember when they used to send out these things like Columbia House or something. They'll send out these little flyers for you, like get 37 CDs for 18 cents. Just sign up for this credit card. And I didn't know what it was, but I was like, oh, CDs, hell yeah. I want to listen to music because I just love music. And I remember, like, I think I used my mom's name or something like that. Sorry, Mom. Don't worry. I got to spank you for this real bad. Gabby can confirm it. But I set that up, whatever. Bam, get these CDs. Wouldn't you know? There's like a Rough Riders tape in there, I think. I've told this story on the show before, man. When I was in high school, because I've always worn like a fake chain. I don't wear real jewelry because I'm too irresponsible. But a fake, decent-looking chain, because I'm a decent-looking human, I can make the chain look good. I had a Rough Rider chain in high school, in late middle school. I was wearing the hell out of that. I've been repping. If what we don't want to happen happens, I probably would be pretty sad. Because DMX's music and his lyrics, his bars, a lot of the videos that he's in, like, in the movies, he's an actor too. Like, oh, man, there's not too many more people who are more talented than DMX, that's for sure. I probably would be really sad. It ain't gonna quite hit like when Kobe, but DMX is up there, bro. You talking about, like, as someone who was basically raised by the TV and by music, this is one of my big brothers. So this is tough. Like I said, I had that chain. That chain was fake as a motherfucker too. But I wore that shit for years. Yeah, you know, my whole neck, the whole back of this shit was looking like a reptile. Cause you know them chains be turning your necks green. I don't know, all you niggas that's still wearing those fake ass chains, you do it to yourself, okay? Save your little ass money, get a real chain. Or a gold plated chain. Looks just as good. If you look good, the chain will look good. Get your confidence up. Okay, shout out to Charles Barkley. Over the weekend, he used his platform, literally the biggest platform a human can have, aka being on primetime television during a primetime event. He used that. He took that opportunity to speak some facts. I'll just get to the good stuff. Chuck basically took that time to get on national TV and talk about how it's clear that politicians divide us. I think it's a breath of fresh air. If you don't really believe in that, take a look at what they're doing down in Georgia. Think about it. They lost the game. And now what they're doing is they're trying to rework the rules of the game to ensure that they never lose again. So you're trying to fix something that wasn't broken. You only feel like it's broken because it didn't work in your favor. For me, what I interpret from Charles is like, he's talking about how these people, like their whole setup, once they get involved in all this stuff, it's a game to them, bro. It's a game to them. When we get into all the Gabby's talking about my past shopping life at Hastings. Shout out to Hastings. I was always trying to get music, bro. Anyway, but when you think about whatever party you're affiliated with, you don't ever be thinking to yourself, like, in order for them to even get this job, excuse me, and they got to be a little bit slimy. These people don't, like Charles is saying, these people don't come to your neighborhoods. They don't barely do anything for you. But you rep them. And I get it. You probably say the same thing about me. Well, you never met this person. They not doing nothing for you. You got their jersey and da-da-da. I've met a couple of these people. But you're right. They're not doing nothing for me. And I still rep them. But I'm just repping them based on their skills. The crazy thing is most times the people that y'all be going so hard for in these parties, you can't even really talk about anything good that they're actually doing. You, in the conversation that you're in with another person, you're like re-quoting facts that you heard like on the internet or on CNN, whatever. And we're all doing that. I do that on here too. But the difference is like when I do it, I don't let that conversation turn into like some F you type of stuff. Like I can peacefully walk away from people who like, if they're not trying to show respect to having these types of conversations, if they're afraid to be uncomfortable, which I got a couple of friends that are like that. I don't even mind calling them out either. And you know why? Because a couple of these people literally try to tell me about black people. And I finally was just like, well, hey, since you have all the answers, tell me what you think we should do. And then I hold on right quick. I'm busy. And then we'll get back to this conversation. It's been 3 weeks. I'm still waiting for a reply. You had all these answers when we're arguing. When I start kind of like pressing you a little bit more, then all of a sudden you don't got it for me. Now, maybe you've been busy or whatever the case may be, but you still have found time to tweet and show your support in favor of a lot of this bullshit that the majority of us are pointing out as clear discrepancies. It's racism. It's all of the things. We're all being like, hey, this is right here for y'all. And y'all try to be like, well, nah, not really. Well, why? Well, because in 2016, so-and-so did this. And be like, what the fuck is that? What are they doing for you now? What are they doing for us now? All these people up here arguing all day. Even on the sheet, man. I got right here where I sing and shout out to what AOC. Shout out to her, man. Because I love a good, strong woman. But I'm confused as to why are any of y'all wasting time arguing with niggas on Twitter? Why is she arguing with Ted Cruz on Twitter? But even Ted Cruz, everything he say to her is stupid, and everything she say back to him is just pure facts. But it don't make no sense, because what is the point of that? Is what not to say that her portion of this, she don't care, nothing like that. But based on the two parties, the way that they work in conjunction with each other, it's just a game, bro. And we got people that be going so hard for these people for no reason. This shit is crazy. Gabby, I did watch Scandal. Okay. Scandal was a pretty good show. I'm not going to lie. But there also was a part of me that was like, come on, nigga, really? Come on. What is it, BS 13? Or B613? Isn't that what Buddy was a part of? And then her pops was B613's head dude or some shit like that. She slept with Buddy, who's working for her pops, who's trying to infiltrate her stuff while she's trying to also sleep with the president. The president's got a wife who's trying to blow everything up, and she's trying to get him to stay off the side chicks, but also keeping him with the side chick. Is Olivia the side chick? No one actually knows. And Columbus Short lasted 13 minutes on that show because he couldn't stay out of trouble, and they just kicked him right the F off of there. I don't know, man. The cases were okay. But I probably would never go back to Scandal. Anyway, main reason for bringing all this up is because I just wanted to give Charles props, man. You're calling it out. And I think it's about time that we just start actually just sitting back and being like, be for real about some of this shit. Look at the information that's being presented to you in bulk. And if a lot of these things clearly contradict what your favorite political official is saying, maybe you should start to look at maybe opting to get away from those people. And it's okay if you just decide to kind of float neutral and then vote based on information that you're being provided, not just because my family's always been real. We have to. Why do you have to? Why can't you change? And I'm not saying you have to vote blue, because you might be fully against some of the stuff that they're doing. But listen, all that using these affiliations to decide that you want to hate people, that's corny, bro. We got to be past that, because those people sitting at the top maintaining those jobs, they don't care about y'all. Even when you vote for them, they don't care about you. I don't know what to tell you. I'll tell you what, though, the government, I ain't gonna say nothing too bad. Y'all got me effed up, though. Nike and all them not paying taxes, but I gotta pay taxes. I'm doing everything I can over here not to Wesley Snipes myself. Which I ain't gonna lie to you, Cuddy. Sometimes I be having dreams where I go to prison. And it's not for nothing crazy. It's for bullshit like tax fraud. Because TurboTax make it seem like it's too easy. I don't feel like I'm at a place in life where I should be able to do anything tax related. B613, I knew that's what it was. What did I say? BS13? That's something like that. Shout out to Gabby helping us stay up to date with Scandal with 2 comments or less. Thank you. But yeah, taxes. Nike not paying no taxes, bro. Amazon not paying taxes. Why? I feel like if that's the case, what Amazon should do, no, because now I'm not even gonna say because it'll be a slippery ass slope. I was gonna say they should have a day where every time you buy something, whatever the cost of it is, they just give you that money back and send you the items. You get free items, but they have to still give you the money. But I say that would be slippery because then I'll be on that motherfucker ordering $13 to $15 million worth of shit. Obviously, they'll put a cap on it, but they got to find a way to give some of the money back. Or pay Jeff Bezos, just pay our taxes for a year. 2 years worth. I need 3 at the most. I just don't get it. If you're not paying taxes, why am I paying them? Cuddy, I don't have no money. And I'm just broke because all my bills are paid. But again, why am I paying them? Why are my homies in the chat paying taxes? But Baldy not paying them? Come on. Okay, so last week, we did a story on Buddy who just randomly decided that it would be fun to beat up this woman right outside this hotel or whatever building they were in front of. I talked about how sorry all the men in that general vicinity were. But anyway, I found out the Buddy's name. Is it the assailant? Yeah. Brandon Elliott. What a BITCHASSNI. But I want to read this to you, though, because I've seen this pop up. And I was like, there's no way that this is true. But of course, it's definitely true. I think this guy had just got out of prison, maybe. So he was previously arrested in July of 2002 in the fatal stabbing of his own mother when he was 19. After serving 17 years in state prison, he was released on lifetime parole in November of 2019. Look, they just got like Buddy just what is Buddy doing? Brandon, you spent all that time in there? Rehabilitation only lasts and probably hasn't even lasted this long, but we're going to give you released in November of 2019. This incident takes place towards the end of March 2021. You're not even 2 years, bro. You haven't even been out 2 years and you're already like, are you in a situation where because you're maybe on such hard times that you'd rather just go back to prison? You're lonely? Because I can see that. I can see somebody feeling like there's nothing out here for me. I might as well just go back to jail and spend the rest of my days there. Free meals, exercise time, privileges when earned. But why? This new report that I did read said the guys inside the building who stood there and watched are on a suspension right now from their jobs. Why not just fire, man? They should have just been fired for being suckers. Make this shit easy. That is crazy, bro. Buddy stabbed his own moms. What you think he gonna do? I hear acting crazy. Shout out to Stanford women's basketball national champs. That was a good game last night. Both tournament games over the weekend. Well, all the tournament games over the weekend. All the girls, all the guys. But the Gonzaga game the other night, which they're about to start playing right now if they're not already playing, but the Gonzaga game the other night and then the Stanford-Arizona game last night were crazy. A 1-point win for Stanford, I think. That's insane. The games we had this year, the way these kids played, they played their hearts out. You guys should be very proud of yourselves. I'm very impressed. I feel like basketball has a bright future based on what we've seen in the women's conferences and in the men's conferences. I feel like the future of professional basketball is going to be very healthy. And that means the same thing for USA basketball. They will have a nice crop of players to choose from, and not people that are just here based on name, people who have real talent and skills that can be showcased all across the globe. I'm excited. Let's see, man. Have y'all seen the pictures of today's Texas Rangers baseball game? 40,000. They're at capacity, bro. I lost count after like 200. You could see that it was at least that many people in this one little area that they showed that didn't have their mask on. Hey, do you, baby? Make your choices for you. And I get it. The last year of life has been hard. Nobody's wanted to be stuck inside for the amount of time that we were. And you want to get out and do things. I just don't know if is life worth risking. If you have the vaccine, sure. But is life worth risking for a Texas Rangers baseball game? Hell no. The Rangers, nigga? No. If this was like Yankee, yeah. Vaccine. I'll pull up for that. Free tickets to Yankees Red Sox. If it's Derek Jeter, sure. If it's like Yankees Mets, Texas Rangers? Fuck no. I'm dead. Yo, stop asking me if I watched that Verzuz last night. I didn't watch that. I'm sure it was great. Earth, Wind, and Fire with the Isley brothers. Contagious is still my jam. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. It was a little bit gross seeing memes where people were like, yo, Ron Isley will have your 20-year-old daughter and your mama wet. I'm like, bro, stop it. Stop it. Okay? I get it. The Isley brothers have some serious clout. They're all-time classic, but stop it. Okay? Y'all be taking this shit too far. Also, someone asked me, what's your beef with Verzuz? There's no beef. None at all. It's dope because you're giving some of the game's past play. Listen, Verzuz is like the big three to me. And there's nothing wrong with that because I like watching the big three. I think it's cool to see some of the guys that I came up on still hooping. Just like I think it's cool to see some of these artists that we all used to listen to still getting after it. But a lot of times they're just sitting there vibing to their own music, and that's dope. But I'm not always wanting to dedicate like hours to sitting in front of my computer screen for that. No. I got a lot of songs on my iTunes and on my phone. I'll just pull it up on the phone. I'm sorry. I'm sure it was good. And I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. It must have been super dope. Verzuz is obviously killing. They've made tremendous progress over the last year or so. Timbaland Swiss Beats, who created this, this crazy big engine that's helping drive people's streams through the roof after they participate. We've seen, Nelly versus Ludacris, who we have like Jeezy versus Gucci, Jadakiss versus somebody, but mostly what people remember from that is Jadakiss and his outfit, and he was faded, boy. Shout out to Jadakiss. And we just had, it's the Isleys, Earth, Wind, and Fire. This is crazy. Don't get me wrong. But like, you're asking me to choose that over Movie Day. It was tough. And I chose Movie Day. All right, man. Summer is fastly approaching. If you got people that you're trying to fool with, man, life is short. And I'm telling you now, based on seeing all the people who didn't have masks on at that Texas Rangers game, we probably going to be back in the house before you know it. So if you want to shoot your shot at certain people, you better do that shit now, because that shit might be over for you soon, unless you're vaccinated. I don't know. Maybe that'll make a difference. Maybe it won't, but who knows? Before I roll out of here, I'm literally going to click this off in like 2 seconds. Let's real quick talk about, not yet, France. France is mad corny. I don't know what the problem is or even what their stance on it is, but I do not understand, nor will I ever understand, why people want to control other people so bad. They're outlawing hijabs because they don't want girls under the age of 17 wearing them or some shit like that. Why do you care? And if that's a part of their culture and it's what they want to do, why is it important that you regulate that? I just don't understand it, bro. What else is France doing? Well, we talked about them not too long ago. Ain't they the same country that's trying to drop their consent age down to like 15? They don't want to do nothing right over there, bro. Why? Again, you really have people going to work every day to be like, we got to prepare an argument because I want to go in here and I want to argue that these other people shouldn't be able to wear a head covering. I'm putting on a 3-piece suit to go talk to someone about ensuring that we make it to where other people, young girls especially, we make it to where they can't wear a head covering. Why? Why is any of that your fucking concern? Why do you care about that? Why do you care if they wear that? What is that? Why? That's the only thing I know to do. Just keep asking why. Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. All right, I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. See ya.